Yeah. Yeah, I told you I put pressure on myself, number one, and then our other coaches, Coach Johnson and I, we've been coaching together from Kansas to here, and we knew we had a special returner in Dre, and coach has done a great job getting him ready to, every game he's hit some balls every game. It's just that you always look for that one you can break, and that was all Dre. We had a couple guys. Drew Hoka had a huge block, and then York had a great block too. Those things sprung. The end of that's always ones you got to get the last two guys. It's always that one guy. So kudos to those kids for finishing their blocks, and then what a great play by Dre when the game you just didn't know what was going to happen. We definitely needed a shot in the arm there.
And looking at Loic, we kind of looking to get him kind of going offensively for the past few weeks. Finally got him in the end zone, and then immediately after that, you see him sparking there on special teams.
I wish these kids would listen to me more, because I tell them when they make great plays on special teams, it makes them a better player on offense and defense. But Loic's such a great kid. He's had some chances early, even last year, that we set some stuff up for him, and he did exactly what he was supposed to do. And I always say, if you're going to block it, you might as well return it for a touchdown. If you're the one who does it, get all the accolades. And I was happy for him.
What's gone into Taj's preparation that's caused him to play so well, especially in the last few weeks?
Oh, by far just me, just being the coach I am. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's all Taj. Taj, and then he's just, I've said it from the get-go, he's just different. I mean, the kid is a special person, just from the way he handles himself, the way he practices, the way he plays. There's not very many people I've seen take him down. He's going to make one or two guys miss. He's going to drag three or four, and then he's going to break loose on some stuff. So he's just different, man. He's wired different. He comes to prepare. He watches film. He's like I've said last week, he's the consummate pro, and it's great that he's getting the success that he deserves.
Cameron as well, coming off a big game.
Yeah, Camp's biggest deal, like I said, is he's had it in there. We've been talking about him for a while, but he's been banged up, and injuries are part of it. He's finally learned how to play with pain. It's not comfortable. You guys know it's not comfortable playing football, and you're going to get banged up. And he's fought his way through it, and he's had big runs. Now he's just got to, like I told him, the next step is just continue to become a player that Taj is. Honestly, he's got a great role model to follow.
And I guess with that, have you seen Taj kind of take him under his wing? I guess
everybody. Taj has done that with our whole running back room, honestly. But yeah, Cam especially. Cam has. When you're young, you're gonna have some growing pains. And Taj is. It's not that he's on them all the time. He just tells them the things to look for that he's seen. That he's gone through. So yeah, that's helped all those guys.
Back on the pump block from Loic. Is that more scheme, or is that more just pure effort from him?
Yeah, it's, pump blocks, it's all, you got schematically, you got to attack what they do. And, we've also had a bunch of chances. We hit one versus Oregon, and then we hit a couple last year we should have had. And this week we've said the same thing. It's going to be there. You just got to execute it. And that's the main, it's really the kind of those guys executing the scheme. And he did it.
How much does it change things being able to have Cameron back there instead of sliding
Huge.
from receivers to try to spell?
Obviously, when you got a guy to spell you, you're going to be fresher. Speaking of Taj, and having him and Nehemiah, Nehemiah's another one. We've got to play some. I want to play him more, but getting those guys back there is going to spell Taj. It's going to allow him to keep his legs a lot better throughout the game.
On the punt block, Joey said after the game that you felt pretty strongly.
Oh yeah.
That y'all could get it.
Well, what they did, I just knew protection. We have some things that my analyst Tyler Skubnik he's the best in the country, and him and I we scheme things. So he found some stuff that obviously was good for us as well when he watches things. So just took that, and I just knew going into it we were going to get it if they gave us the opportunity. And we had it called just like when we did. It was perfect.
So that was something y'all saw last Sunday?
Yeah, we watch film. Tyler breaks down there. He breaks down everything. So he's been on those guys for a while. So that's one good thing about having somebody like him with his knowledge to help me when I get a chance to watch it. So we had it there, and it worked.
Coach, what's your message to your special teams unit going into such a hostile environment like Baylor?
Well, the thing about it, I think I might have said it. I've been saying it since the Wyoming game. When we get in lulls in the game, the unit that's got to change the game is special teams. And I've been saying it for 2 years, and we've had some opportunities. We've done that. Last year versus Texas and Oklahoma, we've had some big plays. This year, it's no different. Every game, you've got to take that personally, that this is our opportunity. When you go out there and you're one of those guys on special teams, you might not start, but you're playing a lot of football, and all of a sudden that's your chance to go out there. Well, make a damn play so we can change the game.
Do you think this game really
emphasized how much special teams can change it.
Sure, because they've been good. You know, they pride themselves, I think, on special teams, and then, you know, it's you got to be consistent with it. I've been teaching it hard ever since, you know, I've been coaching. I think it's been a big deal for me, special team wise. And then this game, it's not going to be any different. You know, I'm going to coach it the same way that I've coached it for 32 years. So it's going to be a big factor this week.
Coach, I know Loic won Big 12 Special Teams Player of the Week, but was there anybody else on your special teams unit?
You know, the guy the kind of the hidden besides Dre was Reese.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he has a big win, 10-mile-an-hour win, and he's kicking the ball out of the end zone, which that's why he's here, where their guy wasn't. And so, you know, I think people they take that for granted. That's why I went and got him. You know, I want to go look and see what he's at, but he's got to be up there pretty tops in the country for his touchbacks. And in a situation there, you know, the Golden kid was a great kick returner, and you know, honestly, we're keeping away from him, and Reese was kicking the ball in the end zone. So, you know, when you do that, it makes it a lot easier to cover.
What's Baylor's return game looking like?
What's that?
What is Baylor's return game?
They're good. You know, they've hit. You know, they've been a predominantly pretty good punt return team. They've hit a couple kickoff returns for some yardage. They've switched some guys up, and you know, our kickoff team will have a good challenge this week. You know, our punt coverage guys. You know, same thing. We got to get T.O. back dialed in because he was one of the best coverage guys in the country. Getting him back, you know, healthy is going to help us too, because we need him to cover because that's one thing he does really well.